started hearing these rumours yesterday and we did follow them up this morning. I will preface our next little segment by saying we've heard some rumours about Michael Johnson from the Fremantle Footy Club. He's done nothing wrong, he's done nothing untoward, certainly nothing criminal, but we think it's worthwhile some of our listeners know, particularly Dockers supporters I think, who'll be disappointed by what they hear in just a little while about Michael Johnson on late Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Now, we have had confirmation of these facts. We've been making some phone calls and we've heard this from a couple of independent sources that we trust, and Shane Douglas joins me from 6PR's morning program now. Shane, what have we heard?
Well, I've been speaking to a few people this morning. As you say, we've heard over the last couple of days, Michael Johnson was out very late on Saturday night into Sunday morning. He'd been in Vic Park at a pub, and then he was in a Northbridge club between 4 o'clock, around about 4 o'clock, and he left a little after 5:30.
This is AM Sunday morning.
This is AM. I've confirmed that. I've spoken to people who saw him there. No suggestion that he was not well behaved. He was well behaved. There was no problems with his behaviour. Just
not inebriated.
Not inebriated, as far as I could tell. But just not a good look. When you've been out, when you've had the problems that Michael's had, you think that you just keep a low profile, stay in, and not be out till that time at night.
And look, I would make this comment that he did apologise to his family earlier in the week when he apologised to the media and to the public, which was commendable. But I guess you would have to ask the question what a family bloke's doing out at 4:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. Now, we understand that he is suspended from club activities, isn't he? Can't train with the group from what we know.
No.
So he may be feeling isolated from all of that, but he certainly was spotted, and we've had confirmation that he was out very, very late on Sunday morning.
Well, I have spoken to the club this morning also. They deny the media manager denies any knowledge of that, though I do believe, though, that the club actually went out and spoke to Michael on Sunday and weren't too happy about him being out. I've heard that as well.
Yeah, that's a very strong rumour. We can't confirm that. We can certainly confirm that he was out and about early in the morning. The reason we're broadcasting at this time of day, we did know this closer to the top of the program. Listeners to our program would know that we try and do our significant news stories of the day closer to 8:30. One of the reasons we're talking about it now is we don't think it's of massive import, but I think some of our listeners would probably be a little disappointed. If I was a Dockers supporter, I would be a bit disappointed with all of that, Shane.
I think you need to be a bit smarter than that. I mean, I'm a Dockers supporter.
Yeah.
And I'd rather see the players just keeping their heads down, especially if after a week like they had last week, and then having a good win. I mean, just you don't want to take anything away from that. You never know what can happen when you're out late at night in those situations.
Yeah, sure. And look, he wasn't attempting to dodge public scrutiny. A lot of these clubs have video footage and require identification for people going to some of these clubs. So we have had it confirmed that it was him. But as you say, he wasn't people saw him out and about, so people know about it. That's how we heard about the rumour in the first place. But I would agree with you, it's probably not a great look. And it is our understanding, the speculation, the club have spoken to him and said, mate, pull your head in. Thanks, Shane. Shane Douglas from our production area today. One of the reasons you're hearing about this at 7:45 and 7:45 midday and not, around 9 o'clock is that's where we chose to put the story today.